So today we are going to start chapter 2 functions in Python. This is the first lecture. So let us see what is function. So functions are the sub-programs that perform specific tasks. That means in Python, what are functions? They are programs that have specific tasks of them in programming. So let us see types of function. There are mainly three types of function as you can see here. First is built-in function. This is also known as library function. Built-in function is also known as library function. Next is functions defined in modules. Then is third is user defined function. So now let us see library functions. So these functions are already built in the Python library. That means these functions are already from before only they are built in the Python and have specific meaning to them, also known as built-in functions. As I have told you, library functions are also known as built-in function as they are already built in programs and has specific tasks to perform. Next is function defined in module. So these functions defined in particular modules. When you want to use this function in program, you have to import the corresponding module of that function. That means in program, if you want to use this function, then you have to bring the corresponding module of that in the function, then you can use it. Now let us see user defined function. So these functions are those functions which are defined by the user, and this is called as user defined function. That means these functions are defined in the program by the programmer themselves, and they create these functions and use them in the program. So let us see in detail library function. So these functions are already built in the library of the Python. That means this is having its meaning from before only in the program. So for example, you can see it here: type, length, input, etc. types of function. These are in this belongs to the category of library function, that is user built-in function. Next, let us see as function defined in module. This is basically divided into two parts. First belongs to functions of math module. So to work with the functions of math module, we must import math module in the program. Import math. So here are some functions of math module. Let us see one by one. So first is square root. So this returns the square root of a number, as you can see here as an example 49. So it will return as 7.0. This will return as a in decimal value as in output. So this ceil. So this function returns the upper integer. That means this function will round off to the greater value of integer of it. Like you can see here, what will be the greater value of this in integer? 81.3, so it will be 82. Next is floor function. So this returns the lower integer. So this here you can see here as an example 81.3. So what will be the lower integer of it? So it will be 81, you can see. So this is the value output of it. Next is power function. So this calculates the power of a function. For example, you can see here, first we will write the base, then you will write the power to it which we want to calculate. As you can see here, 2 to the power 3, what it will be? It will be 8 as an output, you can see here. Next is fabs. So basically this function is same as module in maths. This returns the absolute value of a number. That means this functions just removes the negative sign of a number. As you can see in example here, minus 5.6. So in output, this function has removed the negative sign and printed as 5.6. Next is exponent function. So this function returns the e raised to the power, for example, e raised to the power. So in function, what we will write, that we will just write the power which we want to the e to the power. So for example, if you write here 3, so it will be e to the power 3. So basically e has a value of 2.71 approximately. So this will be the value of e to the power 3, that means 2.71 to the power 3. E is basically a constant which has a value of 2.7 approx. Next, let us see functions in random module. So rand int. So functions generate the random integer values including start and end of values. That means we will write inside the rand int the starting value and the ending value, and we will get as the output as the starting value to the ending value. Like example, if you write here 1 comma 7, so the value of it will be assigned as 1 to 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Next we will see syntax of it, how can we write it. So rand int start, we will start with what, like example 1, and end. So example I have said you 1 to 7, 1 is start and 7 is end. So it has two parameters, both parameter must have integer values. You can enter here only integer values, not string or decimal values, only integer values. Let us see an example of it. Import random n, we have assigned a variable here and stored 3 to 7 in this function. So you can see the value of n will be 3 to 7, as I've told you, 3 4 5 6 7. Now let us see user defined function in detail. Here is the syntax of it. First we will write def. So this basically means defining a function. So here we will write the function name after def. Then we will write the parameters of it. Then we will write statement. For example, you can see here def. Then we have written the function name. Then here is the parameter. And we have written here print hello name how are you. This is a user defined function. This is defined, this function is created by the user. So here we end this video. See you in the next video.